Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first review of this week, and that review is Batman Begins, the 2005 or 6. It was 2005-ish, 6-ish, whatever. Nonetheless, it was the Christopher Nolan reboot of the Batman franchise, of course. Along with me in this review is Cameron, and I'm Caleb Johnston. Cameron, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, man. How are you doing?
I am doing pretty good. I'm ready to talk about that Batman.
Same.
See, the thing is, to review this movie, I actually watched this movie for the first time since I first originally watched it.
During the 4th of July weekend, I watched it like 10 times.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. Like, I seriously have underestimated how good this movie was. Like, my memory did not serve me well with this movie. Like, it's really amazing because, of course, you have so much going on. You got, of course, directed by Christopher Nolan, and you got so many amazing actors like Christian Bale, Michael Caine, Liam Neeson, Katie Holmes, Gary Oldman, and Morgan Freeman leading the all-star cast, of course. And then, of course, you have that amazing performance of Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul. What did you think about just starting into it and basically going into the whole plot of the movie? Basically, the whole story of Bruce Wayne. His parents get killed.
Which was
So then,
he had stupid parents, people.
oh yeah, his parents were fucking idiots. I mean, come on now, leading through the dirty, dark back alley of a fucking opera, in a city like Gotham, right? You really expected to not get mugged and shot and killed, and then making your son decide to dress up like a bat when he's older, and fighting crime, and having sex with a woman dressed like a cat, even though in this actually, I'm sorry, I forgot about the Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, he does. I was thinking like sexy Catwoman. Like Anne Hathaway wasn't sexy Catwoman. Like, and I'm not saying Anne Hathaway isn't sexy, but she just wasn't sexy Cat. Nonetheless,
Well, she was
so basically,
sexy though.
she was, but she wasn't like
She was.
she wasn't Michelle Pfeiffer.
She was.
No,
She is a horrible actor, but she is one sexy woman.
she wasn't that. She's had some decent movies.
Like 2?
Yeah, like two.
If you watch Love and Other Drugs, you can see her get penetrated by Jake Gyllenhaal. But let's not talk about that movie. We'll talk about that later.
There are lots of
Batman.
movies where you can see Jake Gyllenhaal do that to people, like
True.
Brokeback Mountain. Nonetheless, anyway, steering away from Brokeback Mountain and Anne Hathaway. So basically, Bruce gets all sad and Alfred's like, "Oh, Master Wayne, you gotta stop being all depressed." So then he goes and he just leaves the country and he wants to go travel Europe and he wants to, fuck with, scummy people who like to steal his tech in foreign countries. So, doing all of that, he meets Liam Neeson's character, who I forget who he was pretending to be, but he is Ra's al Ghul, who is the leader of the League of Assassins. And for all you who know, those of you out there, even though in the movie it's pronounced Ra's al Ghul, it has been confirmed it's supposed to be Ra's, so it is Ra's al Ghul.
Let's not confirm anything because DC changes their mind on how to pronounce it like every other month. So
That's a good point. I just like saying Ra's. I've gotten used to saying Ra's. I said Raz for years, so now it's Ra's.
I see.
So Liam Neeson turns out to be Ra's al Ghul, which Bruce Wayne doesn't know for until the last 40 minutes of the movie. And basically he gets into the League of Assassins and he is trained by them in all of the arts of fighting and disappearing, and basically all of the Batman skills you see. And which is, I will say this is, I loved those scenes of him training. I thought those were fantastic.
Yes, they were amazing.
Because like the thing I liked about this that you didn't really see in Tim Burton's Batman was you truly saw how Batman began. You didn't just see, well, Alfred, I'm going to dress like a bat now. It was literally like you saw what led him to do it. You saw the backstory of how he got his training and what he was doing. And I don't know. I mean, even though I love Burton Batman, it doesn't. I don't think it holds a candle to Batman Begins. I think Burton's was great, but I think Batman Begins is the true Batman origin story we need.
Yes. Yeah.
And overall, like I said, it's just a great film. It's not, I mean, it led to The Dark Knight, which is an incredible and probably the best comic book movie ever. And then The Dark Knight Rises, which, yes, it's the greatest comic book movie ever. Yeah, so don't say X-Men Days of Future Past is, like, really amazing, but no, Dark Knight.
Really? Are you really going to say? That's a debate for another time.
That's a debate. X-Men Days of Future Past is, best Marvel movie, but not Dark Knight. See. We're not getting into a Marvel debate about a DC movie.
No.
No, we can fucking debate that until the cows come home in another fucking video at some point, but, so basically, then Bruce returns to Gotham City, and he's like, whoa, Gotham is fucking scum. So then he realizes, hey, maybe I should, like, become Batman. So yeah, pretty much through a turn of events, he eventually, he becomes a vigilante, and that turns him into Batman, who is a symbol of "fuck you, crime. I'm gonna kick your ass." And then Scarecrow's there as well, and Scarecrow's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. I really like Scarecrow.
Scarecrow is the most underrated villain in DC universe. Am I wrong?
Are you No, yeah, I would say you're right with that. Scarecrow's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
He becomes a Yellow Lantern. I still think that's the coolest shit ever. And Blackest Night. It makes so much sense, because yellow, fear. That's random talking about Scarecrow being a Yellow Lantern. That has nothing to do with this movie. But nonetheless, just Scarecrow. I really love the casting decision. I love the things they did with him. I just thought it was great. And then another thing I really love is Victor Zosk. He has a little cameo in it as well. I thought that was badass.
Yeah.
Because he's like not an amazing villain, but like he deserves a little credit. Like he's kind of cool. He's cool in the Arkham games. I like Zosk. I think he's cool. I like serial killers. Like I'm not saying
this is confirmed. You're a little creepo when it comes to serial killers.
I'm not like no. Like I'm not like weird with them in real life. I'm just saying I enjoy like shows and movies
You're the
about
type
serial
of person
killers.
who sends serial killers in jail letters saying how much you love them. That's
I
the type of
am
person
not.
you are.
This is not. I am
You are
not
pen
writing letters.
pals with Charles
Uh,
Manson.
that is completely untrue. I've never written anything to Charles Manson, and I'm also. This is not the following. I don't send serial killers letters.
Bullshit.
And what? Dude, with Loving Dexter. Anyway, so basically, there's this whole conspiracy and shit where Scarecrow is working with the League of Assassins for this, his fear toxin, and they're gonna basically unleash it upon Gotham City through a bunch of kind of stupid bullshit with the water supply, and that is going to just destroy Gotham because they want to tear down Gotham. Because the whole point of the League of Assassins is that they want to tear down the world and build a new one, basically. Is because they think that mankind is fucking bullshit.
I thought they just wanted to tear down Gotham.
Well, like Gotham, yes, Gotham is their main thing, but like League of Assassins, the main plan is fucking making the world
But
what
in
they
this
want it to
movie,
be.
it's Gotham. Don't steer people wrong.
I know that no, in this movie that is their one plot, but overall the League of Assassins does have bigger
Don't go
plans.
overall. We're talking about this one movie.
Okay, fine. In this one movie, they just want to take down Gotham. That is their
Don't say
only
it with an
objective.
attitude now. Don't say it with an attitude.
Okay. Well, one thing I also have a question for is what was Talia doing during this? Like, you never know. Well, I'm still disappointed that in the Dark Knight trilogy that Bruce and Talia never did anything. Like, come on. Like, you know me. You gotta shift that ball here. I love Damian Wayne. Okay, just
Crickets.
fuck. I just really do. What?
Crickets, because that was lame.
I do love Damian Wayne though. Damian Wayne's cool.
You
Anyway.
sound like another person I know.
Oh wow. I'm not. No. That's just incorrect. No. My hair's brown. No.
Well, I mean, his was too at one point.
Oh my god, that's a fucking good book. Anyway, nonetheless, the thing about Batman Begins is this movie really. I just love everything about it. Like really, just the way, the symbolism, the way they held true to Batman, and the thing I love the most is there are so many nods to Batman Year One.
Yes.
Now, granted, Bruce Wayne does not have sex with any black prostitutes, and he does not
nothing.
kill 2 police officers.
Sigh.
But they have so many references with the whole bat sonar radar thing to fuck with the police and stuff like that. It was just great. Plus, I will say this: that there was just so much great stuff, like with Scarecrow. Scarecrow was so good in this movie. Just the way they used his fear gas, and just the way he was represented in this movie overall. I really loved it.
Yeah, same.
Overall, I do love the symbolism in this entire movie. Is it just really? I feel like it stayed true to Batman. Just overall, it didn't have to. Like, because, comic book movies can't be 100% like the comics. Like, if this movie had been exactly like Batman Year One, we would have had a prostitute Catwoman, we would have basically seen James Gordon be the main character, and we would have seen Bruce Wayne kill 2 police officers and have sex with black prostitutes.
Isn't this what we want, though?
Yeah, okay, granted, that would be amazing, and there is an animated straight to DVD movie about Batman Year One.
That's not Christian Bale killing prostitutes, though.
That's good. Well, he doesn't kill prostitutes. He just beats the shit out of them and has sex with them.
I'm pretty
he
sure
kills
some
cops.
of them died in the hospital.
That is a good point.
I mean,
Some of
if you
Catwoman's
want the
prostitute
actual
friends.
Batman Year One movie, go watch American Psycho.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Batman Year One. But anyway, nonetheless, like I said, I loved his origin in this. I loved honestly. Christian Bale is so amazing as Batman. Like, I mean, I wonder if Ben Affleck will be able to live up to how good Christian Bale
Yes,
was.
I'm a fan of Batfleck.
But do you think he's gonna be better than Christian Bale?
Yes,
I don't.
I've watched a lot of Chasing Amy. I've watched too many Kevin Smith movies.
Kevin
Maybe
Smith. Okay, so basically, what you're saying is that if you're good at acting in a Kevin Smith movie, that you're automatically gonna be an amazing Batman.
okay, you know I'm a Kevin Smith mark. Don't try to
I
put me
am
in
too. I
boxes.
love Kevin Smith.
Um, his book. Going off subject for just a second, kinda. His book was $3 at Books a Million, and I was
That's
thinking about
amazing.
buying it. Yeah,
You should have
but
bought it.
I should have. But going back, I've watched too many Kevin Smith movies recently, and I'm in love with Batfleck
See, I mean, I like the idea of Ben Affleck as a Bruce Wayne, but like, I just need to see him as Batman. And I honestly am very skeptical about, like, I mean, if he's good, I don't know if he'll beat Christian Bale for me.
He will.
You know, I think he'll be better than George Clooney.
That won't be hard to do.
George Clooney is literally the worst live action Batman we've ever seen. It
If
was
you
so
think
bad.
about it before you see the movie, it sounded good. George Clooney as Batman. It sounds like a good plan.
No, it does. I don't. George Clooney is
Really?
not Bruce Wayne. No, I don't
I
see it.
see it. I see it.
Like, I don't know. I just cannot. I mean, maybe James Bond, but not Bruce Wayne.
Okay, James Bond, yes. Batman, yes, too.
But anyway, back to the subject at hand. Just everything, but just the casting in this movie was just so fantastic. The overall story was great, execution was awesome, and of course, we just really is Batman doesn't even show up until an hour into the movie
Yes.
because that's how you build it up.
Yes.
It's overall this movie is just awesome.
Not as
Just plain and
awesome as The
simple.
Dark Knight.
No, this is not as awesome as The Dark Knight, which is fucking amazing and is like one of my favorite movies of all time. But Batman Begins is a great movie. It's a great Batman movie. It's just a great comic book movie. If you want to watch a great classic superhero movie that explores the origins of a character and really represents it well with some badass villains and some badass acting, and also Morgan Freeman is there as well.
I wonder if you can send
Then
me a bat suit. You think you can?
if you get in contact with Morgan Freeman, I'm sure he will talk to you about the universe, and he will probably send you a bat suit as well. And he will also, he could possibly look in a box and say that they have the upper hand now
I see.
because someone's head is in that box. You know, like what's in the
Yeah.
box? Or he'll send you a box and he'll be like, "What's in the box?" And it'll be a bat suit. Then you become Batman.
Yay.
So basically, Morgan Freeman is a supplier of bat suits, and
Yes.
because that's totally legit. Like he completely, I feel like Morgan Freeman has a secret life of selling Batman armor and tumblers, which are basically tanks to people. So
Which,
Morgan Freeman is technically a arms dealer.
going to the Tumblr, that's not one of my favorite Batmobiles.
I like that idea if they're doing something where like he's gonna go into a huge like, you know, like, I mean, like in The Dark Knight Rises, I like that the concept of it more, but I don't really like the Tumbler as just something he drives around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's lame.
And then, of course, the whole ending of this movie with the Joker card is fantastic.
Amazing.
It sets up the Dark Knight so well. It's so good. Which I still think it's funny that there were rumors about Mark Hamill playing the Joker in this movie.
He should have.
I still don't know if he could have ever played the Joker on screen very well.
Yo, why are you questioning his talent? Have
I'm not
faith in the
questioning
man.
his talent. I
Have
just don't know if
faith
he
in
would have
him.
looked the role.
Have faith in him. He's gonna
Okay,
be wearing makeup.
yeah, that's a good point. I do love Mark Hamill, so maybe it would have been good. Who knows? But nonetheless, overall, Batman Begins is a fantastic movie. And Cameron, what would you give it out of 10?
8 out of 10.
Yeah, same. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's a fantastic movie. The only thing I hate is I'm not saying this to be negative, but it is I think it's my least favorite out of the Dark Knight trilogy.
No, it's number 2. It's
See,
number 2.
for me, is I love The Dark Knight and I love The Dark Knight Rises, which a lot
You
of people
just got it
hated The
for
Dark Knight.
Bane, and Bane is stupid, by the way.
That's not. First of all, Bane is not stupid. And second of all, that's not the reason I like it. I love The Dark Knight Rises for so many
And as a
reasons.
Cowboys fan, you should hate Dark Knight Rises because it's in a Steelers stadium, part of it. And you see Ben Roethlisberger and multiple
I
Steelers players.
don't. Okay, first of all, I love The Dark Knight Rises simply because of the fact that it was just a good movie. I don't. I shouldn't have to explain myself for why I love The Dark Knight Rises. It's just a good
You
movie.
better explain it.
What it does with The Dark Knight Returns, what Batman Begins did with Batman Year One. Of course, very, very loosely with Dark Knight Returns because there are no mutants and there's no female Robins named Carrie Kelly, and there's no Batman beating the shit out of Bruce, or not Bruce Wayne, Batman beating the shit out of Superman, which we're gonna get in 2016.
Yay! Because Superman is
Oh,
stupid.
no, yeah. Besides, Batman beating the shit out of Superman is one of the greatest comic book moments ever.
Yes.
So nonetheless, I think we should probably wrap this up. Basically, you can like this video, you can comment, favorite, subscribe. Comment, do you think this review was amazing? Do you think Batman Begins was awesome? Do you think we're assholes, motherfuckers, dickheads? Do you think I'm stupid for liking The Dark Knight Rises? Do you think I'm stupid for thinking this is my least favorite, just in the Dark Knight trilogy, even though I thought it was good? Do you just want to be an asshole? Say whatever the fuck you want. I'm not going to delete it unless it's something too mean. Like,
He's not
if
going to delete it, folks. I'm going to make sure he doesn't delete it.
if it's too mean, I will
No, you're not
delete
going
it.
to delete. You're not going to touch the comments, Caleb. Stop being a little pussy. Stop it.
Well, okay, if it's like something horrible in the comment
You
section,
aren't touching the comments, okay? No.
I have this.
Stop making false promises because I won't let you do it.
I'm
Okay?
not making false promises.
I'm a
You're
man
getting
of the
stuff.
people. Okay?
You're what the fuck? Okay, so you're saying if someone goes into the comments and they call you horrible things like racial things, that you would not want to delete it.
No, I would laugh.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know me.
Knowing
Not,
you would laugh. You
yeah.
wouldn't be offended by that.
No.
Oh, but nonetheless, we're kind of dragging this ending off on our aren't we?
Yes.
So anyway, I'm Caleb.
I'm Cameron.
That was Batman Begins, and this was our review. So yeah, subscribe and shit, and fuck, bye.